What is up, everyone? DallinJay here, and welcome to We're Starting a Podcast, episode 4. This podcast was started because everyone else is starting a podcast, so why can't we start one too? And so we are dedicating this podcast to figuring out what we want this podcast to be about. And as always, I'm DallinJay, of course, and we have none other than Dallin Lucas as my co-host.
Hello, hello.
And Happy New Year.
It's been a good year.
I hope everyone has had a Happy New Year and a happy Steamboat Willie going into the public domain. I'm looking forward to there being an obscene amount of horror movies based on Steamboat Willie. Do we need any of them? No. But they will continue being made. And everything else that goes in the public domain will get turned into a horror movie or a horror game or something like that. So, let's see. Hold on. Let's mute this. So yeah, this is a brand new year, same us's, same we're starting a podcast. And our goal is to post more episodes this coming year. How many more? We haven't set that goal yet, but we will in due time. But we will continue these ones going a lot faster than normal. This one, however, took a lot longer. The holidays, just things get in the way. Whatever. So, let's see. I know you have something really exciting planned for this episode.
Yeah,
I'm a little nervous for what I have prepared for this episode, but I'm excited to finally put it out there. It took a lot of work, and I hope everyone likes it. I kind of didn't want to take too much time on this. Like, this is the first episode of the year, trying to get more people into this. This is We're Starting a Podcast, and in the beginning, it's just going to be us talking to ourselves until we start building an audience, and then we can start talking with you guys as well. So let's see. You know what? I think I want to give this one to you. I really think you can pull this off. It works pretty well with the Dave Ramsey. I didn't want to say that out loud. With our last finance guru video, it kind of works with this. You don't have to do that voice, but this will be like a continuation of the Finance Guy series, and finance guys saying that stuff is a waste of time. Well, you can take it away.
Okay.
I'm always down for a little financial guru. Do you have this? Oh, here's the script. Now, I know when it comes to making money, people are always trying to figure out ways to save time. Time is very crucial in finance and making more money. And that is our purpose on this earth, is to make more money than the next guy so that you can prove that you are worth more than he is. And money is definitely the best benchmark for worth. It's something you can measure, and nobody can deny if I have more money than somebody, then I am automatically doing something right with my life, and that person, they're probably wasting some time. And some time management things that I've really excelled at is just cutting out eating time and cutting down drive time. Those are like easy ones. So going to the bathroom is a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
Let's say you go 4 times a day. That's 2 minutes each time. Add that up. That's about 8 minutes. And then you have to wash your hands, recite the Declaration of Independence each time that adds about 20 more minutes. So you're already wasting about 30 minutes a day just doing that. Then on top of that, add a couple deuces in there. That adds another hour at least. So my advice is I would rather be using that time to check investment funds. Now, my advice is I would rather be using that time to check index funds, investment stats, and you're wasting all of that time whenever you go to the bathroom. So my advice is you don't have time for that if you want to be successful. That is very true. If you want to be successful, don't waste any time. Use every second of your time to be more successful. One thing that is really popular with a lot of podcasts is talking about movies. And I know you love movies. I love movies too. And I was going to, I know a lot of people have their movie reviews and a lot of people on TikTok like to share their opinions. And is my opinion going to be the definitive end all be all of what movies are good and bad? Absolutely not. But will I still share my opinions of them? Yeah, I think I will. So we are going to just do a recap of all of the movies that I have seen since the strike started, because I used to post pretty frequently on TikTok, like reviews of movies. But I stopped because of the strike. Did I really need to? I don't know, but I did. So let me look at all of the movies that I have seen since the strike started, and I will give you a rapid fire review of all of them. But actually, hold on 1 second. So I have this this ranking system that I've been working on because people like to know like where on the scale of the movies resonate with you. And what better way than having a review scale? Where is it at? I swear I had it. Let me see. Oh, here we go. So this is a work in progress. I don't really have a 1 through 10 type of review. It's really all based on how I feel when I watch the movie. Did it speak to me? Did I care about it? But let's start from the bottom. So this will be number 7. So my ranking system is 1 through 7. And number 7 is simply I walked out. And that is my review of a movie that I just absolutely didn't enjoy 1 minute of it. Even if I did watch the whole thing and I just hated the whole thing, but I wanted to walk out of it, that's the review I will give. I walked out of it. Then number 6. This one is something that really, it just wasn't that good, but there was maybe like 1 or 2 things that I was like, oh, I appreciate the craftsmanship, the work that went into this. So I could tell that like that people actually, they were really like, this is going to be good. But number 6 is stink. So if it stinks, it'll be number 6. Now up to number 5. I don't really know if I could give this another category that it's just a little bit better than stink. And it is not that good. So yeah, it's not that good. And I'll let you give your 2 cents in a minute, but I'm just going to go through this list and then we will move on from there. So number 4, this one is something that it's in the middle of the road, of course. And it's like, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. And like, I watched the whole thing and it didn't like bore me at all. I guess I'll say that for the not that good one. If I get like bored pretty easily, it'll probably be in the not that good category. But for this one, it's like it didn't really bore me, but it didn't really like speak to me. And I will just say that number 4 is meh. Meh. Yeah, that one's it. Is that, you like that one? Okay, then for number 3. This is probably the most common one that I will give. Maybe 2 is more common. Because I usually don't go to see too many movies if I don't feel like it would be in 1 through 4. But sometimes I'll go see a movie and it disappoints me. So I'll give it the 5 through 6. But so number 3, this one kind of goes off of number 5 of not that good. So number 3 is not that bad. So this is something that I enjoyed it mostly, and I didn't really get bored that much, and yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. I mean, there's a little more nuance with all of these ratings, but for now, this will be the rapid fire version. And then number 2, I think I might give this one the most, and it is simply, I liked it. So number 2, if I say that I liked something, that means a lot. I don't love things. I'm not like, it's not the best of the best of the best, sir. Yeah. But I just want to say, like, I liked it. One thing about reviews that kind of turned me off a little bit is when people oversell something. And I'm okay with people giving me their opinions of movies, but it's when they oversell it that it kind of like, I don't know. It diminishes my perception of the movie when I go see it the first time. And I try not to. I really try not to. But when someone is like saying that something is like the bee's knees, like this is the best movie they've ever seen, it kind of like, I go into the movie expecting the best movie that I've ever seen. But then I forget that movies like speak to people individually. Any art form is like that. So I like to keep mine a little toned down. So my second best is I liked it. Now for the number 1 spot. This one is for a movie that I feel like I could watch over and over again, that I don't feel like I would get that bored of. And I can get new things out of it each time. I can do that with any type of movie, but this one is just like a special place in my heart that's just like, oh my gosh, every time I see this is something that I just enjoy thoroughly. And this one, for number 1, I give it a classic. So if something is a classic, you know that I really liked it. So, and sometimes I'll say that I really like something, or sometimes I'll say that I kind of liked it. Because yeah, there's nuance with everything. And of course, when I initially see a movie, my opinion of it is going to be different than when I watch it maybe 5 years in the future. And that's okay. But currently, these are my reviews of movies. So number 1, classic. 2, I liked it. 3, not that bad. 4, meh. 5, not that good. 6, stink. Number 7, I walked out of it. That one I might change. I kind of like just saying I watched it, but maybe it just doesn't have as visceral of a feel as like I walked out of it. So that is number 7. So with that being said, do you have any thoughts on this review system? Those are some pretty good measurements of rating, and I like it. Okay, so now with that being said, rapid fire reviews of the movies that I saw since the strike started. And I think the last movie that I reviewed before the strike was The Little Mermaid. I think it started after that, right? No, Spider-Man. I think I reviewed Spider-Man. I don't know. This one, okay, so this one I know for a fact I didn't review it for. So, quickly. This movie is Pixar, about a water and a fire that like have like a kind of like a relationship, I guess you could say. And I want to preface this that for me personally, this movie didn't work. For a younger audience, it might be great. And that's okay, because Pixar, I put them in different categories. There's Pixar movies that are made for adults, I feel like, that kids can still enjoy. And then there's movies that are made for kids that adults can enjoy. And then I feel like Pixar also has a category of movies that are like for kids that really only kids can enjoy. And that's okay. We all have different tastes and opinions. And for Elemental, I really feel like it was more in that category of Pixar, like that it's made for kids. Really only kids can enjoy it. But I've been told otherwise. Some people really like it. So they would probably put it more in the made for kids, but adults can enjoy it too. But personally, this is my opinion. For Elemental, it was more of a kind of a meh to me. Maybe closer to like, it's not that bad, but it's more of a meh for me. Next up, Asteroid City. Visually, this movie was awesome. The acting is great. Bunch of great actors and stuff. But I just didn't really care too much about the story. So Asteroid City, I'm just going to give it a meh as well. I know I said that I was going to give these things mostly 2s and 3s, but mostly meh. Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny. This is supposed to be like the big spectacular finale to the Indiana Jones series. And I don't feel like it did it properly. Like kind of like Logan was a nice send off for Wolverine. This didn't really do it for me. But there were a lot of cool things in it. Like I did enjoy a lot of it, but it didn't really sell the nostalgia or the payoff from all of the movies. And they kind of wrote off a character like just off screen, and I don't know. So I'm not going to do too much of a review, but Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny, I'm going to give this one a not that bad, because I was a little more entertained with it than the other two. So doesn't mean it was like a masterpiece, but it was just, I enjoyed it personally more. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. This one, a lot of fun. Tom Cruise, he's he's a movie star. And my only gripe is that this is a part one of a 2-part series. So it's really hard for me to review movies that are structured that way because there isn't that complete arc. I had the same problem with Dune. And for this one, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, I maybe a little like, because I just have a lot of connection with the Mission Impossible series, and I went and watched this with my mom. So that was awesome. I will give it I liked it. Now for Barbenheimer weekend. We'll do Oppenheimer first. I saw Barbie first, but we'll do Oppenheimer first. So 3 hours. It really feels like 3 movies to me. There's a little backstory of Oppenheimer. The second hour is about the atomic bomb. Then the third hour is mostly like a courtroom drama. And I personally love the way it's structured. I was never bored. And it's a 3-hour movie about, it's a 3-hour biopic on top of that. And I wasn't bored. So I'll just say that I liked it because I did like it. I have only watched it once. That's kind of where I do like decide if something can be considered a classic. But I've seen it once. I liked it. Barbie. These 2 movies had like the perfect synergy of seriousness and humor. And Barbie was a lot more heartfelt than anybody would have actually expected it to be. And there's a lot I could say about this. A lot of the songs in the movies, I definitely would consider classics. But as far as the movie goes, I liked it. So I did like it. Haunted Mansion. This is another attempt at doing a Disney ride movie. Pirates of the Caribbean is really the only successful one. They've done Haunted Mansion before. I personally think this one is better than the Eddie Murphy one. It really had a lot of bones that it could have been really interesting if they like used the main character's backstory a little better. But it just felt kind of like they set it up for this big emotional thing and then it just kind of like falls flat. But it was interesting. All the actors are awesome. So for Haunted Mansion, it's not that bad. Haunting in Venice. I'm not gonna lie, I actually walked out of this one. So I love the Orient Express movies, the other 2. And this one didn't really deliver that to me. Maybe the final act was where it all like came together, but I was getting really bored the first 2 acts. I might finish it eventually. But for Haunting in Venice, I might actually just put it in I walked out of it because I did. So Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't really need to say too much about this. I don't really know much about Five Nights at Freddy's. I just watched it because it was being talked about a lot. And so I watched it. And I will say it's not that good. Unless you are a fan of the series, it's really not that good. But I did appreciate how they spent a lot of time staying true to the games, as far as I can understand, with the costumes and everything. Those were cool. Let's see. Ooh, I actually have a bunch of movies here, so I need to go faster. Okay. the Marvels. Disney kind of dropped the ball on this one. Being pushed back so many times. It was way too short for what it was. Like, I really felt like it was so fast paced, the edits, that I didn't care about anything that was happening, and nothing really paid off for me. But I really liked all three of these characters together. They have a lot of good chemistry. But I mean, it's not that bad. I'll put it for that. Let's see. And then Blue Beetle, whatever. It's not that bad. The Creator, I really like the technical aspect of that film. But it's not that bad. Killers of the Flower Moon, I did like it. But I liked it. So, but there was just, I can go into that later. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I liked it. It was fun. Hunger Games. I actually like that one. That one was really good. I haven't seen the last two of the Jennifer Lawrence Hunger Games, but this one I did like. And let's see. Oh, Godzilla -1. I really liked this one. I really liked it. Even if you are not a Godzilla fan, this one works very well. It is in Japanese, so you have to read it. I would recommend doing the subtitle version. When I watch animes, I do dubbed because I ain't trying to read the whole time. I'm trying to like listen and see what's cool, you know? And The Boy and the Heron. This one I also really liked. It's very symbolic. It felt like this was a climax to a great filmmaker's filmography. But he's still making another one. So hopefully it's even better than this. Did I review Wonka yet? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is one of my favorite movies of all time. The Gene Wilder version, not the Johnny Depp one. And this one, I enjoyed it. I liked it. Did I really like it? I need to watch it again to decide, but I did like it. And then I think that's it. Yeah, that is all the movies that I have seen since the strike. And that is my rapid fire review of everything. I hope you didn't get bored. Movies are awesome. And I plan on doing more reviews of movies in the future. And mostly I'll probably just post them to TikTok though, so that I don't blow up this feed. But that is movies. I hope you didn't get bored listening to me list all those off. Anyway, that was a long tangent. I kind of just want to move along to your final bit for this episode. I'm super excited. You have no idea. You put a lot of work into this, and I appreciate all the work that you've put into this. And I can't wait for everyone to see this, because that's what our podcast is about, doing stuff that's exciting to us and entertaining for you guys. And let's see. Yeah. So, I mean, without further ado, just take it away. All right. Well, I'll get over to it then.
And now, the nations of the world, brought to you by Dallin Lucas.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Antigua and Barbuda, El Salvador too. Dominica, Colombia, then Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Cabo Verde, Nicaragua, Grenada, the Bahamas, Trinidad and Tobago, Paraguay, Uruguay, Philippines, United Arab Emirates, Barbados, and Congo. Let's add St. Lucia and Samoa here. Norway and Sweden and Iceland and Finland and Germany, then there's Belize, Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey, and Greece, Poland, Romania, Serbia, Albania, Ireland, Russia, Oman, Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq, and Iran. There's Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, both Greece, Kuwait, and Bahrain, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium, and Portugal, France, United Kingdom, and Spain, Sao Tome and Principe, Denmark, India, Pakistan, Yemen, Afghanistan, Thailand, Nepal, and Bhutan, Myanmar, Malaysia, then Bangladesh, Asia, and China, Micronesia, Japan, Mongolia, Laos, Singapore, Indonesia, the Solomon Islands, Suriname, Sri Lanka, Papua New Guinea, Timor-Leste, New Zealand, Brunei, Vietnam, Tunisia, Lesotho, Uganda, Angola, Zimbabwe, Djibouti, Botswana, Mozambique, Zambia, Swatini, Gambia, Guinea, Algeria, Ghana, Montenegro, Comoros, Czech, Burundi, Morocco, and Malawi, Togo, Estonia, Azerbaijan, Nigeria, Chad and Liberia, Egypt, Benin and Gabon, Tanzania, Somalia, Kenya and Mali, Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire, South Africa, Namibia, Senegal, Libya, Cameroon, Madagascar, Ethiopia, Guinea-Bissau, Eritrea, Rwanda, Ukraine, Lithuania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, St. Kitts and Nevis, Qatar and Slovenia, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and also Uzbekistan, Cambodia, Georgia, then DR, Congo, Latvia, and South Sudan, Andorra, Moldova, Croatia, and Seychelles, Burkina Faso, Nauru, Armenia, then Equatorial Guinea, the Marshall Islands, Tuvalu, Central African Republic, Mauritius, Kiribati, Maldives, and the Holy See, Belarus, Tonga, San Marino, Vanuatu, Palau, Mauritania, North Macedonia, Monaco, Liechtenstein, Malta, and Palestine, Fiji, Australia, Sudan. Ooh. All right. Okay. Oh, let me take this off.
So good. So good.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. That was incredible. I will immediately give that a classic. That is a classic. That was a lot of work. A lot of hours went into rewriting the countries because a lot of them were wrong. Not that they were wrong, but a lot of countries have changed since then. So this isn't even like exactly the same song that was sung in Animaniacs. This is like, I thought you just added the new countries. I didn't know that you completely like restructured the whole thing. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, let me just preface this first. This was a skit based on a segment from the Animaniacs growing up. I had always wanted to memorize the countries. I think I memorized a few of them when I was younger, but I didn't have access to watching it over and over again. So I wasn't able to actually do it. But now I'm older. I edited it myself and added all of the countries that were not in the original, modified a few of the old submissions so that now it's more or less, it only has the United Nations. Yeah, I used the United Nations list of nations, and I just wanted to keep it simple. I could have done like all the countries, but that might have taken a little bit too much time. But yeah, so I think this was pretty good. And yes, it took a long time to do. So yeah, go show that some love. I think we're going to clip that and post it on its own separate video in probably tomorrow. But show it some love. Leave some comments down below for this video. And yeah, great work, man. Holy crap. Holy cow. That's incredible. And yeah, so it's a new year. It's a new year, and New Year's are all about setting goals and resolutions. And this was my New Year's resolution about 2 years ago, I think. And finally getting around to doing it. Yeah. So feels good. Now, I know some people might not believe that you actually memorized all of this. They might think, oh, you're just reading the whole thing off of a script. So I want to give you the opportunity right now to see if you can recite the entire thing and prove that you know all of the countries or the nations of the world. Because these are nations. These are like United Nations recognized by that. You kept it simpler because, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on around the world. There's a lot of countries and things like popping up all over all the time. But yeah, you just took the United Nations ones and reworked it. That's cool. So let's hear it. Bear with me because I think I've only memorized it through song. So I'll try to just recite it normally, but I might end up singing it a little bit. So let's see if I can get it. And there's a couple that I might like forget because some of the order is weird. And I put a few of the countries and nations in between verses because they didn't fit in the grand scheme of the song. There was just there wasn't enough to add another like verse. So I had to fit them somewhere. So that's where I put them. Okay, here we go. Whew. Make sure it's recording. We're recording. All right, here we go. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Antigua and Barbuda, El Salvador, 2, Dominica, Colombia, then Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still, Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Cabo Verde, Nicaragua, Grenada, the Bahamas, Trinidad and Tobago, Paraguay, Uruguay, Philippines, United Arab Emirates, Barbados, and Congo. I think this is where I put St. Lucia and Samoa. Yeah. Norway and Sweden and Iceland and Finland and Germany. Then there's Belize. Belize. Switzerland, Austria, Czechia, Slovakia, Italy, Turkey, and Greece. Poland, Romania, Serbia, Albania, Ireland, Russia, Oman, Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq, and Iran. There's Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, both Koreas, Kuwait, and Bahrain, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium, and Portugal, France, United Kingdom, and Spain. Sao Tome and Principe, Denmark. India, Pakistan, Yemen, Afghanistan, Thailand, Nepal, and Bhutan. Myanmar, Malaysia, then Bangladesh, Asia, and China, Micronesia, Japan. Mongolia, Laos, Singapore, Indonesia, the Solomon Islands, Suriname, Sri Lanka, Papua New Guinea, Timor-Leste, New Zealand, Brunei, Vietnam. Oh, man. New Zealand, Brunei, Vietnam. Oh, yeah. Tunisia, Lesotho, Uganda, Angola, Zimbabwe, Djibouti, Botswana, Mozambique, Zambia, Eswatini, Gambia, Guinea, Algeria, Ghana. Guinea, Algeria, Ghana. Montenegro, Comoros, Czech. Yes. Okay, there we go. Burundi, Morocco, and Malawi, Togo, Estonia, Azerbaijan, Nigeria, Chad and Liberia, Egypt, Benin, and Gabon. Tanzania, Somalia, Kenya, and Mali, Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire, South Africa, Namibia, Senegal, Libya, Cameroon, Madagascar. Ethiopia, Guinea-Bissau, Eritrea, Rwanda, Ukraine, Lithuania. Bosnia and Herzegovina, St. Kitts and Nevis, Qatar, and Slovenia. Wait. Oh, man. What is this one? Oh, shoot. I forgot it. Hold on. I got this. Slovenia. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. No worries. You can take as long as you need. This is just a fun little practice. So, Oh my gosh, I might have to cheat. I am so sorry. Oh, no worries. Take your time. Oh my gosh. This is how could I forget this? Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and also Uzbekistan, Cambodia, Georgia, then DR Congo, Latvia, and South Sudan, Andorra, Moldova, Croatia, and Seychelles, Burkina Faso, Nauru, Armenia, then Equatorial Guinea, the Marshall Islands, Tuvalu, Central African Republic, Mauritius, Kiribati, Central African Republic, Mauritius, Kiribati, Maldives, and the Holy See, Belarus, Tonga, San Marino, Vanuatu, Palau, Mauritania, North Macedonia, Monaco, Liechtenstein, Malta, and Palestine, Fiji, Australia, Sudan. Bravo. Bravo, bravo. Good job. Well, with that being said, I think this is a good time to end the podcast. I appreciate all the support and the love. Thank you all. It's been a good 2023. It's going to be a good 2024. That is it for We're Starting a Podcast, episode 4. Expect more from us. Make sure to like, comment, any suggestions. We're still trying to figure out what we want this podcast to be about, and we need your help. So anything you leave in the suggestions, we will test it out in the future. I know one suggestion that someone had was having another guest on the episodes and bring them in and talk to them. And we will probably be doing that in the future. But leave more comments, and we love to see it. Thanks for the support. I'm DallinJay, and we will see you on the next one. Peace out. Peace out, everyone.